Coming up, disappointment for thousands of Adele fans, plus one. Tonight, cancer care at breaking point in the capital. Good evening. The pandemic has put pressure on services right across the capital, but for some new cancer patients, finding solutions to secure life-changing treatment seems somewhat unreachable. Today, the Macmillan charity issued a stark warning that the NHS in London will need to work at 110% capacity for 14 months to clear a huge backlog. Well, Londoners who have been kept on waiting lists say they've been robbed of their future. But the government insists supporting the NHS is its priority. Helen Keenan reports. Next tonight, a 27-year-old man has been found guilty of attacking two women and murdering a sex worker within 4 hours of each other. Brian Singendo duped his victims into getting into his van in Edmonton in August last year before threatening them with a knife and raping them. Well, Amy Lewis is at the Old Bailey for us this evening. Amy, a truly horrific case. A former Met police officer has been sentenced to 3 years in jail after being found guilty of voyeurism. Next tonight, the groundbreaking procedure which could change the lives of thousands of blind people across the capital. ITV News has been given exclusive access to Moorfield Eye Hospital, where an 88-year-old grandmother from Dagenham became the first person in the country to be fitted with a bionic eye implant, which has now restored some of her sight. Carolyn Sim has her remarkable story. Just last week, another code red pollution alert was issued for the capital with air quality so poor. The advice, even to healthy Londoners, was to limit physical activity outdoors. Well, London's poor air quality was, of course, a contributing factor to the... Now, she's won dozens of international awards, sold more than 100 million records and even sung a Bond theme. Today should have marked the next step in Adele's record-breaking career, becoming the latest in a long line of acclaimed artists to take up a Las Vegas residency. Instead, in a teary video shared on Instagram, the singer from Tottenham announced she's scrapped the concerts because of COVID, leaving some fans devastated. Here's Anna Geary. Still to come. First, a choir based in Archway that supports victims of torture is warning it may not be able to continue providing a vital service to its members without more funding. Sing for Freedom Choir says it can no longer stay afloat after the government rejected its request for a grant. Rachel Brown reports. The ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Here's a look at what's happening with Charlene. Well, as the music world mourns the passing of a rock legend, a corner of the capital too will be doing something very special in memory of Meatloaf. All right, it's been quite a chilly week, hasn't it? Are things warming up with the weekend? Here's Lucy with the forecast. Now, could it be the end of the line for train announcements like this?
Please remember to take all your personal items with you when you leave the train.
Now, whether you love them or loathe them, the repetitive tannoy messages on trains that we've all tolerated for many years, from urging people to
see it, say it, sorted,
and to encouraging passengers to mind the gap, have left some people feeling less than impressed. Well, finally, the star of Mamma Mia the musical has reunited an 8-year-old from Boreham Wood with his guitar after he lost it on the tube. Maz Murray, who plays Donna in the West End show, found Emerson's guitar at Edgware Station. She posted a picture of it online to try to find out who it belonged to and even got one of her very famous friends involved. Sam Holder reports. You wouldn't blame him, would you? That is it for now. We're back with our late update at 10 to 11. Coming up, Charlene has the ITV Evening News, but from me and the rest of the London team, have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.